So for Mastrius is having a course on NFTs, which Jennifer Armand is going to make, called Making Money While You Sleep, Creating a True Legacy for Your Artwork.
Mm-hmm.
And we will work on that. I can't believe that it's not totally over full already.
Yeah.
Because all the time on the Instagram and everything, there's always all those people underneath. Can I buy your art as an NFT? And I think people just dismiss everything as a scam.
Yeah, it does take a little bit of research going down the road of checking out all the buyers all the time. There are a lot of scammers in Instagram, that's for sure.
Do the buyers just pretty much go to directly to the market where they work in?
Yes. So any reputable buyer they may conversate with the artist a little bit over Instagram, but the whole point is to use blockchain technology to go through the purchase. So whatever platform you're buying from, that's where you would have to buy it from. And I mean, as an artist, I always say to the artists, like, please be really careful. Never click on any links anyone ever gives you, ever. So,
yeah. Well, how did you originally get started with digital media?
So I have another company is called Armand Images. I've been running that for the last 16 years, and it's a graphic design and fine art photography business. I've been working with artists for that long, photographing fine art. I do color correction and all the image, motivate all the image stuff to go with it. I lost the word there for a second.
Yeah. To make it true to life. So that
yes, absolutely. So that it matches the original of that the artist created.
Okay, so that was your start. How did you get into the NFT?
Well, I found the word NFT and I did some research on it, and it was interesting because a long time ago, way before I even knew about NFTs, I always said to the artist, one of these days, these files are going to be worth more than we're thinking, than just reproduction and stuff like that, making cards, and which is a lot what artists do. And I studied the NFT technology. I learned it. I learned cryptocurrency. I learned exchanges, and I set up the business because I believe in helping artists. Like, I truly believe from the bottom of my heart, helping artists and, seeing for them that this is their time to succeed in this digital media. So we don't even really call it NFTs anymore, mostly digital media. People are kind of afraid of the word NFTs. They get it confused with, cryptocurrency exchanges and things like that. So I'm trying to make it as simple as possible so people really understand it and can embrace it, because it is in the artist's best interest to do something like that. I'm saying not to go 100% into NFTs, but to definitely add that to part of your business model as an artist.
Okay, well, I think about 8 years ago now, I bought one of those frame TVs, and I got it because I like the art on it. So I've been buying digital media just on these because it's a 65-inch screen.
Yes,
so
I actually have the same one in my house. So, but that is not using NFT technology.
No.
That is what you would have to do with that is take the digital file, and the artist would have to sell it and give it to the person to put on their TV. I actually have direct from China the NFT technology frames where it hooks up to your virtual wallet. And then like if somebody was to steal the frame, the artwork is still in your wallet on your computer. So, or wherever you store your stuff.
Cool. So during your course, you'll talk about that a bit, or because I would love to have one of those frames.
Yeah.
And get some NFT art.
Yeah, I definitely will talk a bit about that. I'll talk about why you do, as an artist, want to get into that. I'll explain a little bit what NFTs actually are and kind of how it works. I'll try not to get too technical, although I love the technical part of it. So I end up getting technical, so I'll try not to do that, but just to have a little bit of a background and understanding of, how does it work, and, just what is the benefit and the things that you should think about when you are an artist looking into this.
Because you don't even have to get into cryptocurrency anymore, do you? I
No,
saw some of it said that you can work right in Canadian funds or American funds. And
yeah. There is one platform, TES, called Object, that you can buy with a credit card, but you still, in order to actually have the NFT, you have to have a virtual wallet. So, it's not that hard to set up, but some people just get scared of it. So, try and make it as easy as possible for the buyer, until the technology kind of catches up. But yeah, it's very, very powerful technology. And in fact, it's funny because I wouldn't say that necessarily just artists, but artists in music as well. Music NFTs are a huge thing as well. I was talking to a platinum label music artist. He said he makes more money off of NFTs than he has with a platinum label. And that's pretty telling when someone says something like that. So it's pretty incredible. So yeah.
So have you taught this course before, or is this a new
No.
idea? Why do you want to do this? Or
I think I wanted to teach this to people. Well, twofold. I've done probably 5 events in Calgary. They're actual physical events to kind of explain this technology, showcase to people. A couple of them were at Platform Calgary. One was at Contemporary Calgary, and really show people what this is, how does it work, and a bit of background about it. Because often people will get really confused, from a traditional painter. Like, how do you come across to get into NFTs, right? How does that work? So I'll kind of go through that aspect of it as well.
okay. Have you ever taught any other classes?
I actually have. I did a Photoshop class at SAIT for a little bit. So yeah, I actually love teaching. I like to keep it simple so that people don't get intimidated. And I want it to be so that people can really ask questions, and no question is a dumb question. It's just, we're all here to learn, and we're all here to lift each other up together. And if you do that together, I think the power is in numbers there, and you really can help each other. I know when I first started in the background of NFTs, we were all on an app called Clubhouse. It's an audio only app. And together we all figured out kind of NFTs and how does it work, cryptocurrency, like MetaMask wallets, all of that stuff. We sat there and we, as friends, which is so weird because we never met each other other than audio, could help each other. So I thought that was quite the community, and it was pretty cool. Clubhouse and Twitter Spaces. If you have Twitter, there's a thing in the very top. It's called Twitter Spaces. It's like an audio only room, and super powerful app. I'll just use an example. Last week or the last couple of weeks, there was a talk. One of the politicians in the United States came on with Elon Musk, and they had a discussion, and probably within less than 5 minutes, 500,000 people were online listening. That's pretty powerful. And when you can sit and talk to other people and ask questions, there's a lot of power in that.
Okay. What about any materials or resources, or before you take the course, how should students be prepared?
Yeah, I think just doing a little bit of background reading in NFTs and kind of what is it and will help, so you don't feel so overwhelmed on the night, because it's a fairly deep rabbit hole. But I mean, like I said, you don't have to do that, but I mean, it may help you understand it a little bit faster and better. And then, you know, have some great questions. And like I said, no question is a dumb question. We're all here to learn. So
Okay, well, what do you want your students to get out of the course?
I think just to understand the benefits of, you know, the benefits of going digital for your work. You know, either taking your work that you've already creating it and making it digital, or creating it from scratch in digital. Those are some new options that, you know, if you're a creative, you love like testing out a bunch of things. I know I'm a creative. I've been in photography for, you know, so many years. It's incredible. And I love playing with photography and then Photoshop and really combining all the tools to make something really unique as a end product.
Okay, well, do you know any artists who are succeeding or have succeeded in digital media?
Yep, there's one in particular. I don't personally know him, but one of the artists that I'm working with, she does. And he sold his piece. So he made a piece a day, and you've probably already heard of his name, but his name is Beeple. He's probably as good as popular as Banksy. But anyways, he created a piece a day for, I think it was 256 days, and he sold it as one collection for $69.2 million. So, and it was all digital.
What about just like average artists that, you know, want to sell, you know, something like 5,000 a month, just like a regular income?
So I would say what it does take is it takes a lot of branding and really marketing yourself a lot. So if you've already, you know, you have an established collector base, what it takes is letting the collector base know that now you offer digital media, and you know that there are frames to put these things in. And the cool thing about going digital is that you can change your artwork at the touch of a remote in your entire house. So I mean, if you want
I love
all
that.
Christmas, yeah, so do I. So, and if you're bored of something for a day, or you want different colors and throw out different color pillows, and you want artwork to match, I mean, those are all things that are really cool for decor for your home, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like changing things too.
What about challenges and misconceptions that just artists have going in, or people who may be interested in buying NFT or digital media?
Yeah, so the challenges for artists going in there is really, like I said, being very careful and mindful about, you know, scammers. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. I've had people like it's interesting, offer on the artwork's posted at, say, for example, 1 ETH, which is like maybe around $1,400. And they'll say to the artist, I'll give you 4 ETH for it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, no, and don't even go down that road, right? But these scammers are getting really, really good, unfortunately. So they've done stuff before to the artists that I've been working with, you know, by saying, you know, well, I don't have enough money in the account. You have to add some money into the account to make the, you know, like just stuff like that. And it's absolutely crazy. No, you don't need it. The computer does all the calculations itself. So, you know, it's not with the human. So, you know, that's what I want to say to artists. I guess I'm passionate about making sure that, you know, people don't get hurt. I hate it when I do believe that there are mostly good people in the world, but there are significant bad people. So unfortunately, we have to the good people band together and kind of help each other out. That's what I think.
What about the students who are going to take the course? Would you want them to know or understand about you, or what?
I think that one of the biggest things is honesty and integrity. That's kind of and customer service. That's what I try and offer with my business. That's why my logo is a triangle: honesty, integrity, and customer service, with a little diamond on top, even though it's a triangle, but it's meant to be a diamond. I should probably redraw my logo at some point, but you know, one thing at a time. So it's definitely, there's a lot of work that goes into a business, and making sure that, you know, your customers, the artists that I work for, are happy, and you know, and that I really do help them, and I try and do my best to help them. So
Have you put any of your own art or photography as an NFT, or do you plan to go there yourself?
no, I don't actually. That is probably the biggest reason why so self-promotion is not my thing. Even going, this is so funny, because even going on social media, and I've done it a couple times on TikTok to kind of advertise and show who I am, because obviously Boris walks alone. I'm a girl, I'm running the company. The name doesn't really fit. And so I just wanted to make sure that people know it's like I'm running the company, and, you know, I'm honest and integral, right? And that's pretty important to me. So, but I hate going in front of the camera, and I hate self-promotion. So I love promoting other people. I have no problem with that. And especially when I see so much great work out there, I have absolutely no problem promoting people.
Oh, awesome. So do you promote people just in Calgary? That's where you're from, right? Or
Yeah,
Canada,
I'm
or international, or?
all over the world. So the thing about NFTs is, like, I think that it's definitely a disruptor to the art market, because now you can create virtual galleries, and I've already done it. 3D virtual galleries that can be accessed by a computer, by a phone, or by an Oculus. And anyone can walk in the gallery all over the world, and there is no barrier to entry. If you feel weird going into a gallery where the gallery's like really expensive, and you're an avatar, so it doesn't really matter, right? You can just go look at the art, and it's really cool. And interestingly enough, way back when I was trying to talk my husband into buying virtual land, because that is a thing, Christie's and Sotheby's already have galleries in their virtual land, which is really interesting. And that's already been in place for almost 2 years now. So
Is that part of the course, or is that's like part two after you?
no, yeah, that's not part of the course, because I mean,
Oh my God.
we don't want to go down, like I said, it's a very deep rabbit hole. There's a lot to it. I mean, when we summarize it and just go very basic, is what is it, how does it work, how to do it, right? So that you can try it on your own too, right? So yeah, because it is super fun. I love working in digital everything. So
Awesome. Was there anything else you wanted to add?
I don't think so. I guess what I want to say to people is again, I'll just reiterate, like, no question is a dumb question. We're all here to learn. So, and you know, I'm gonna say I don't know everything, right? I would always research it and come back to you with an answer. You know, so we're here to learn. We're here to help each other. That's kind of the way I look at it.
Awesome. I'm excited. I can't wait to learn about this, because I
Yeah.
love to use them and have that kind of art too.
Yeah, well, I'm a NFT buyer myself. I bought art that way, and like you say, you've bought digital art that way. That frame is beautiful. I just bought a beautiful Indigenous piece. The lady is quite like it's contemporary Indigenous art, which is really cool.
Huh.
She's mixing like spaceships and stuff with teepees, and I love her stuff. So I bought some of that. So
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I can't
yeah,
wait to get involved.
yeah.
So yeah, I guess you have to go to the link. I'm sure that Mastrius will put that up, or search for Jennifer Armand on the Mastrius course site.
Or even visit my website, Boris Walks Alone Art Inc. And if you just Google Boris Walks Alone, I'll come to the top of Google.
And that's your Instagram handle too, right? Or is it?
Yep, everything is Boris Walks Alone with the exception of Twitter, so that people know who I am. Jen Armand is my Twitter handle, so people can find me on pretty much every social media platform there is, including oh gosh, what is it called?
The new one that came
the
out?
newest one, yes, Threads.
There you go. Well, maybe I'll have to try it out and go check it out. Do you like it?
Threads is great. Yeah, I'm trying it. It's different than Twitter. People are complaining about the algorithm with Twitter. So far, Threads doesn't have the Twitter spaces like I was telling you about, where you really get to come into the community and get to know the community. So, but I'm sure that'll be coming down the pipeline. Gosh, there's so many social media platforms out there. It's crazy.
How'd you keep up? Do you have a favorite one, or that you try to
Twitter
do them all?
Yeah, I do a little bit in I do TikTok, I do Instagram, I do LinkedIn, and I do Twitter. I mostly think that Instagram is, or sorry, not Instagram, LinkedIn is very professional, and I use LinkedIn a lot. I also use Twitter because that's pretty much where the NFT community hangs out. So yeah, that's kind of what I do.
Awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
well, thank you. Hopefully
Well,
everybody
thanks.
signs up, and I think it's even going to be, have to have a part 2 after this one too.
Yeah, really, because it, like I said, it is a deep rabbit hole. So yeah. Well, thanks
Awesome.
for having me.
Oh, thanks a lot. And I'll see you on Mastrius.
Sounds great.
Thanks. Bye.
Yeah.